There is a story I know. It's about a young man and how his obsession consumed his life. I've heard the story many times, and each time someone tells the story, it's different. Sometimes the difference is simply in the person who's obsessed. Sometimes the difference is in the obsession. Sometimes it's in the way the obsession blossoms and how the obsessed copes. Other times, it's the response or the judgment of the audience. But in all the tellings of all the tellers, this trapped soul is never seen as irredeemable, and there is always someone there to save them from themselves. More often than not, obsessions start from out of nowhere. Random, innocuous, experimental. But there was something about basketball, the joy of playing it, the thrill of seeing a basket go in, that felt extra rewarding for this young middle schooler. The memory of that court was crystal clear. The first time ever touching a basketball with the nets pristine, the pavement clean, the sheer beauty of the atmosphere. It was quick to become a refuge for him to play with his friends and grow alongside them. Basketball made him happy. It made him feel fulfilled and proud whenever he made a good play, when he practiced, and when he could see fruit in his hard work. Knew he was making baby steps in his basketball life. Ones as minuscule as a caterpillar crawling, but sheer progress. That's all he needed to keep going. But years go by, and basketball was more than just a faucet of happiness. It became everything. It alone defined Jeremy now. And the more he played, the more it consumed his thoughts. The more he took it seriously, the less content he became with the small steps he was taking. He needed to see more. More shots sung, more plays made, more practice, more progress. Thus, the squash court became his new training grounds. It was empty, joyless, isolated, all cementing this single focus: balling. After every brick of his shot, or each time he messed up a dribble and cursed, his failures echoed against the walls, and he was sick of it. Sick of his training betraying him when real competition shows up.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
So he trained more and more, until the joy from playing basketball became a memory. Years passed. He was stuck, wrapped in a cocoon of pressure. The squash court wasn't a place of growth anymore. It was a padded cell of his own design. Fixating your mind, heart, and soul on something often leads to forgetting most everything else in life. It's to the point where trying to escape or turn away just seems impossible. But isn't it amazing how when you're at your lowest point, when all else seems hopeless and that there's no way out, a solution finds you instead? For Jeremy, this is all it took. Time with the Lord. A moment to stop and to let God talk to him. And God, he told him just what he needed to hear. To appreciate who he is presently and remember the joy. As he spent more time with God, with friends, with family, he felt the freedom that a butterfly felt. One no longer crawling. One who overcame being stuck and was just flying freely. Occasionally, he'd still step back on the court, but it wasn't to prove anything. Only to play, to laugh, to live, and to glorify God. Take Jeremy's story, for instance. It's yours. Do with it what you will. Learn from it. Pass it on. Ignore it. But don't say in years to come that you wouldn't have chased peace if only someone had told you it was already within reach. You've been told now.